This little piece of art fits perfect right here. It's the right scale and size, but I've been told like words on things really aren't in now, and this has gold and there's no gold in this room, but I'm on it and I'm gonna give this a makeover. I just made this piece of art in a recent video and I used drywall compound, but I was thinking not everybody has tubs of drywall compound laying around. So I thought, why not make our own textured paint? Textured paint is really similar to baking soda paint. You know that one we've used so many times, but this has a slightly different texture. So let me go through the ingredients. You will need paint, of course, any kind of paint, glue, baking soda, and water. Now, I'm going to mix it up a little and I'm going to use grout. I don't know, just seems like a fun thing to try. This is charcoal grout, so it'll probably make mine look a bit gray and dark, but I don't know, I'm gonna see what that texture, this is sanded grout, so I wanna see the texture I get from using grout. So let's start measuring. 1 tablespoon of paint, followed by 1 tablespoon of glue. And then 2 tablespoons of water. As you can see, this isn't totally exact, but that looks good enough. And now I'm going to add my grout. You can add up to 1/3 cup. I'm gonna start with less. Ooh, I'm gonna start with a mess. And then I'm just gonna add more to see what texture I like. Oh, it's turning out into a really gray color. I did have untinted grout too, but I went with some color, which I'll probably paint over. A little more grout. It's very nice and spreadable. Maybe I'll just do a little dash of water because I splashed them. There. Paint is ready. And now to prep the canvas. I like the idea of the black around the edges, and I even want some around the front. So I'm just gonna tape off just the width of the tape all the way around. I mean, it's an easy way to get a nice border. Oh, and I have some spare tape that I used in another project, so I'm just gonna reuse it. I don't know what this mark here is. I can see it, I just don't know what it is. And it looks like it might be some kind of oily spill because the tape doesn't want to stick in that area, but oh well, I don't know. We'll make it work. All taped up. And now for my favorite paint hack. To seal the border and not let any of my other color that I'm going to paint this kind of bleed through, I am going to paint around the edges just with some black paint. Anything that bleeds through will be black and will just look like the background. It's such a great tip. It works every single time. My picture's ready. My textured paint is ready, and I have gloves, so I'm ready to paint. Oh, if you notice there's a little bit of blue paint on the side, that's just, I kind of did that as a band-aid to where the paint kept lifting. It seems to be holding now, so all is good and ready for painting. Oh yeah, this is cool. It goes on much smoother than regular baking soda paint. I do have to say that. Now I can make patterns. I can kind of do swirls, which looks really cool. I mean, that looks cute. I don't know, do I want to leave little waves? I do like just straight lines. Oh, I could go diagonal. Okay, I really like diagonal. We're going diagonal. This is definitely textured. Cool. All right, we've got texture. That was super easy. And it does look like art pieces that I see like when I go to HomeSense and stuff. Just like a really nice, just, I don't know, texture, I guess. Now, I'm not done. I don't think I want to leave the whole thing completely gray, so I am going to let it dry and then revisit it with some colors. By colors, I just mean whites and creams and my typical very neutral. But at least there's texture. The paint is dry. I just let it dry overnight. And I need to paint over it for two reasons. One, because I think, even though I think the gray looks really good, like I would put just gray up in my house, no worries. But where I want it, just this gray would be too dark. And also you can kind of still see the letters underneath, especially this part that was like, had that like, I don't know, spillage on it. So I'm gonna paint over it, which I don't know, it's just an excuse to paint a little more because I like doing that. And I'm going for a really natural, just abstract splash on some colors. I'm gonna do a little bit of black around the border because I like the black border. And then I'm gonna do, I think, just creams and whites. So let's start with the black border. But yeah, it turned out great. It feels good and it doesn't, like when you rub it, it doesn't flake off. It just stays there. So this is quite a nice finish. Okay, paint. I'm done with my painting and I've let it dry for just a little bit, like I don't know, maybe half an hour, but I just want to take the tape off. This used to be the part that I was most scared of, but now it's like my favorite part. So let's see more of the finished look once I take off the tape. So satisfying. Oh, look at the crisp lines. Even with that weird part down here, I think it was down here, still turned out great. Look. Okay, now it just needs to dry completely and then I'm gonna hang it up. That was super easy, but it totally looks like I just picked it up from HomeSense. But really, I just dug it out of the basement and covered it in paint and grout. Fantastic result. And if you want to see how I did this one, you can click right over here. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. It really helps out with the algorithm that none of us understand. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon with another project. Bye! I'm doing this with no coffee. Coffee. Isn't this a cute mug? Let me just show you. It has like little owls on it. And then there's like, when I'm drinking it, I know not everyone's religious, but there's like a little scripture in it. Yeah. Be strong and courageous. It just tells me that my coffee, God and my coffee can help me. Yeah. And the battery died. Do I have carrot in my teeth? Okay, no carrot, so I don't have to redo that. Okay, bye!